Everyone and welcome back to my channel Options Trader Today. So today I will be explaining you how the crude price, that is WTI USD, for the next trading opportunities. We'll analyze 15 minutes chart, 2 hours chart, daily chart, and we'll finish with the weekly structures, plus the key events that can influence the crude price in this week. See the price of crude now trading at a level of 57.5 on a weekly chart. On a 15 minutes chart, you can see that crude is showing a behavior that is in the range of around $57.3 and a half, around 58.3. This is a 15 minutes chart. Okay, because if the range break out from this particular level, we can see there can be a upside zone can be seen. But if the price started going below 57.2, there is a higher chances that the price will break toward downside, and a probability of crossing 56.8 can be seen, because a smaller pattern is showing this particular trend. Okay, and if you look at these key levels, I have already told you that a level of around $58 and a low of around 57.2. So if the price breaks this level, a further upside or downfall can be seen. Okay, now coming back on a 2 hour chart, what you can see. But before I explain you the 2 hour chart, if you have any doubts regarding crude or any other commodities or currency pairs, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a telegram link also given in the description. You can join that too. See the price of crude is now trading at a level of $57.5. Okay, it is trying to form on a 2 hour chart a green candle, and if the price sustaining above a level of $58, there is a higher chances of further upside. Then there is a probability that it can cross this particular zone, then there will be a zone breakout and this trend can break upside. So chances of crossing 58.5, and from there it can move towards 58.7 to a level of 59, and once started going upside, there is a higher chances. But if it started falling below a level of 57, we can see it will cross this particular level, and from there a further downfall can be seen. Okay, now on the basis of 2 hour chart, the structure look neutral to slightly bearish recently. Okay, but we have seen the overall trends after the Ukraine and Russia war has started. There is a continuous downfall we have seen. Okay, I'll show you in the weekly chart. Okay, this is a weekly chart, but on the weekly trends. Now if you look at a confirmed 2 hours close above a level of 58.2, then there is a probability that we can see the recovery can happen, and possibly it can go towards a level of around $60, and there is a probability of going above a level of 60.5, then a further upside can be seen. But if it started falling below a level of $57.2, there is a higher chances that the price can fall below a level of 56.8, and if the price falling below this level, there is a higher chances of further downfall. Okay, this is what we can see looking at this particular chart. But on a daily chart, I'll show you on a daily chart, because see, you have to understand the price of on the daily chart is important, and this is the trend we can see. Okay, so if the price keep moving below this level, a probability of touching 57.14 can be there, and if the price falling below that particular level, chance of touching 57 can be there. Okay, and then there is a probability of going towards 56.5, then it can move further down towards $55.5, because this pattern is supporting a downside, so probability of further down can be seen. And once started falling below this level, we can see it will fall below a level of 55.2, and a probability of moving below $55. You have to understand, because there will be a zone breakout. So as soon as it started going below 57.2, chance of touching 57 to a level of 56.5 to a level of 56, and then it can move below a level of 55.2, then further low. But if it started sustaining this level, what we can see, suppose if it started closing above this level, because if you look at the daily chart, crude has been under pressure for over recent weeks. Okay, and down roughly around 15 to 80% year to till date, reflecting bearish momentum and weak demands. Okay, and I have clearly mentioned your daily resistance, that is around, if the price sustain above a level of 58.2, then a probability of crossing this particular trend and upside can be seen. But if it started going below a level of 57.2, then we can see a further downfall. Okay, now what we can see looking at this particular chart, this is a weekly trend I'll show you. Okay, which is important thing which you have to understand, because see, weekly trend, if the price fall below a level of around $56.2, this level we have seen in 4 years. So probability of further downfall can be seen. Okay, so if the price started falling below this level, we can see a level of $57.12, which is a support one. And if the price falling below that particular level, chances of crossing a level of 56.8 can be seen. And once started going below this level, directly it can come towards 56.1, which is a support 3. Okay, and if the price falling below that particular level, chance of touching $55.3. And if the price fall below that level, we can see it can touch a level of $55. Then there will be a zone breakout, we can see. Then there is a probability of going towards 53.7 after $55. This is on a weekly chart. Okay, because we have seen a crucial next week direction. Crude is range bound near the lowers, and its recent trading bands struggling for fine upside. Okay, and bullish scenarios, what we can see, bearish I've already explained you, but bullish scenario can be that if the price sustain above this level and goes above a level of 59.6, we can see there is a further upside can be seen. And if started going above this level, probability of going towards 60.5 will be there. Okay, then what we can see, if the price sustain above this level, probability of going towards 61, then a further high can be seen towards a level of $62.3. So if the price keep moving over 57.5, it can move towards a level of around $59.5 to a level of $60.8. And if the price moving over this level, we can see it will cross a level of 60.7, then a probability of going towards $61 to a level of 62.5, and then a further upside can be seen. Okay, best what you can do, you can trail your SL by $0.5. So at least you will capture a higher movement towards an upside. But if the price keep falling below this level, a further downfall can be seen. Okay, any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I given the mail ID is also in the description. And EI weekly crude inventory reports that can affect the price of US dollar, and US inventory change can cause sharp volatility in the US prices, US oil prices. Federal Reserve rates cut decision, which can also affect. Okay, and geopolitical news like Middle East or Russia Ukraine escalation in the peace, then there is a probability that the price can go. While global demand and supply dynamics also can create a volatility in the market. So now I have already explained you 15 minutes chart, 2 hours chart, daily and weekly. Weekly, what you have to understand, if the price started going above 58.2, a further high can be seen. So keep trailing your SL. If the price sustain above 58.2, there is a probability of upside. But if the price keep falling below 57.2, chances of further downfall can be seen. So again, trail your SL by 0.5. Okay, and this is your time, your money, your capital. So you have to decide your risk, so decide your quantity, trailing SL and SL, so that you'll at least make some very good profit. Okay, so if you find this helpful, hit a like and subscribe. Option Trader Pro weekly crude oil and option trading strategies. Trade smart and trade safely.